Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for the always pleasant task of accepting a donation from one of our local businesses. And this is Colonia Chicken. To my right is Randy and Lily. They are the owners of Colonia Chicken and Colonia residents, and next door neighbors to our chief of staff, Carolyn Ehrlich. To my left is Austin from our animal shelter. And Randy and Lily had a personal tragedy a couple of years ago, and they turned that into a fundraising opportunity. They ran a 3-on-3 basketball tournament last year in Colonia on the courts right by the Getty Station and Inman Avenue and Jordan Amherst. It was a wildly successful event. A lot of teams came out. Entry fees, other charges were made to collect the money. And today they're here to make a $650 donation to the Woodbridge Animal Shelter. And Randy and Lily, thank you very much, first of all. And I want you to take the microphone and tell us all about the event and anything you want to talk about.
So, like the mayor said, the event was in memory of my son, Matthew, who passed away on May 15 of 2015. We brought everyone together. He was really fond of basketball, so that's why we chose basketball. And the Mac, because Mac was his best friend, which was the dog. We appreciate everyone that came out and made this possible, and we look forward to another year next year.
So Mac was his, how long did he have Mac as a dog?
He had Mac for approximately like 7 months, right? 8 months?
Yeah, about 8 months, 9 months.
Mac became his best friend because Matt started suffering from schizophrenia at the age of 24. And so bringing Mac into the family, he became Matthew's best friend. And Matthew spent the last 6 months of his life with Mac. That's why we got Matt and Mac from.
Well, Mac's a great name.
Right.
And with dogs like the what do you call it, the Wounded Warriors Fund now, when people come back from serving overseas and they have the whole trauma of that experience, they get dogs when they come back here, and they are a real calming influence and a real way to get them back to normality. If I'm saying that right. So
And Mac was a rescue dog, excuse me.
Oh, was he really?
Oh,
yes.
Mac
was
a rescue dog.
We got Mac in Orange. He was tied up to a radiator on the second floor.
Mm-hmm. Really?
He was 20 pounds.
Yeah.
What kind of dog was he?
He's a pit.
He's a pit.
Okay.
He was 20 pounds. When we took him to the vet, the vets mentioned to us, I'm sorry, we cannot give him his vaccinations because he's just way too underweight and he might die from.
So they weren't even sure he was going to make it?
No, they didn't show us. We wasn't sure it was going to be.
So
cool. We fed that bad boy until today, and now he's a
fried chicken?
Yes,
dogs can't eat chicken. No,
this
bones
is about
are bad.
the only dog that I know that can climb a tree 7 feet up.
Really?
Grab on to a rag I'll put up. And then Matthew told him that.
He can climb a tree.
Yeah, he could climb a tree. He's the happiest dog now.
From here to that water jug.
And he's he's all vaccinated now. He weighs a good 56 pounds, and he's in great shape and good health.
Great. Be better shape than this Mac.
Yeah. And we got him a companion. We got him a buddy. We got Tyson.
Yes, Tyson. So
good. And Carol, you were involved in helping us. Your neighbors.
Yes, it's really a good thing when you could take a tragedy and turn it into a gift, and to bring it back to the community. And as neighbors, we've shared some tragedies together, and we've shared some very good times. And so working with you guys on this project was absolutely wonderful. And it was amazing to see how many people came out. It was a boiling hot day in the summer, and you would have thought that people would just say, I'm not going to play basketball. But it was nonstop. The courts were filled constantly. We had music and we had food, and I hope now it's going to become a tradition in Colonia because it was such a fun event, and every year will be more successful.
Well, actually,
so
what we
thank
talked
you.
about it was so successful. We talked about doing a couple different ones in different parts of
Mm-hmm.
town, and then having the grand, the championships in Colonia, because that was such a great tournament.
Right.
Yeah, it was really
And people came out to play ball that didn't know anything about the cause, but so many people knew your family.
Yes.
And came out to play, which I thought was remarkable.
We had the youth, the teens, the adults and the over 50, which was nice because over 50 showed up.
There was one guy 6'10" over 50 that kicked everybody's butt.
Yes, yes, he did.
Yeah, of course, when you're 6'10", you can do that. Well, let me talk to Austin here now, because Austin, you work here in the animal shelter. Hearing the story about Mac being a rescue, that's your job. That's your life.
That is my life.
Tell me about what's going on here.
Well, it's a similar situation to how they got their dog is how we get some of our dogs. We pick them up stray, abandoned houses, cruelty cases. They come back here, we hold them, they get treated medically, temperament tested, and then we look for loving homes such as theirs to place our animals so they can live out the rest of their days the way a dog should.
And then the money that they're given toward this, is that going to be specifically used for the rescues?
It'll go to the animals of the shelter and supplies that we need, medical treatment, food, vaccines, anything like that. We have had some big hoarder cases in the town this year, so a lot of money went to cat situations, but every day is something new with this job. You never know what you're getting into.
Well, thanks. They do a great job here at this shelter, so you know that your money's going to a good cause. So there's one right there.
Ozzy right here.
He's such a cool-looking dog. I can't believe he's not adopted.
He's a good one.
Well behaved. Look at him.
Yeah. I already got one home, so my wife would kill me if I brought another one home. Oh, and no.
How long has he been here?
Ozzy, off the top of my head, I'm going to say about 4 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody's got taken.
Yeah, it seems like a
He
long
was in
time.
foster for a little while, and then he came back, and now he's hanging out. He's waiting for the right owners. But Christmas time, it tends to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
People, holidays. Last thing you're thinking of is getting a new dog. You worry about cooking, cleaning, and
Right.
where you're going
Shopping,
and who's coming and going.
Yeah, well, maybe after the new year he'll find a home.
That's it.
All right, well, here's, for the purposes of the film, let's all get together closer here, and we'll take a picture.
Look to me. Gonna do one more. That will work.
All right, so once again, we get the real check there. All right, I guess you can take this,
Thank you.
and we'll get that back in the bank right away within 48 hours, according to state law. All right, thanks, pal. Thank you so much.